If you're watching this video, the chances are you already have subscribers on your OnlyFans. You're not struggling to get subs, people are finding you, and people are paying to see you. But for some reason, they're not spending big. No $100 tips, no consistent pay-per-view buyers, no subscribers who treat you like their favorite on the platform. Maybe you're starting to think, am I not hot enough? Do I need to post more explicit content? Do I need to be more salesy in the DMs? And truthfully, the answer is no. Because in this video, I'm going to explain why most creators scare big spenders away without realizing it, why being less salesy actually makes you more money, and how to build emotional connection without being fake, and why your personality on social media matters more than your body and your looks, and exactly what to change so subscribers want to spend on you. This video is going to be very simple, but very detailed and very practical. So if you already have subscribers, but no big spenders, then watch this video. Why big spenders are different, right? So the first thing you need to understand is this. Big spenders don't just buy the content, they buy the connection, the feeling and the relationship, right? And normal subscribers, you just see they just subscribe, they scroll, maybe buy one pay-per-view or two, and then they disappear, right? So there's no connection building, there's no building that rapport, and they're most likely not gonna spend a lot of money. Then you've got the big spenders that constantly want attention, they constantly want conversation, and they want to feel chosen, want to feel special, and want to feel seen. They want that attention because obviously in real life they can't get that attention, they can't feel these feelings that they want to feel in real life, so they obviously come to your page on OnlyFans and they know this is where they can get it, right? And they want to have that relationship with you, right? They want to be that boyfriend-girlfriend relationship. They want the girlfriend experience, right? And they want to conversate with you, they want to know how your day being, what's your hobbies, what you like to do, and they want to feel chosen, right? They want to actually feel like you really like them, right? And you actually really want to get to know them, and they want to be different to all the other subscribers because they know that you talk to all these other subscribers. Like, he actually wants you to feel like he's the one, right? Like, you actually care about him, right? And he wants to feel chosen, he wants to feel special, and he wants to feel seen. So even him telling you about his hobbies, and telling him what he does for work, what his life is like, has he got any like brothers or sisters, anything like that, this will make him feel seen. But they are not looking for buy this pay-per-view, right? They're not looking for mass messages. They're not looking for copy and paste sales scripts or even pressure. And this is where most creators mess up, right? They treat every subscriber the same. They talk to big spenders the same way they talk to time wasters, cheap subs, and people who actually never tip. And big spenders instantly feel this. They instantly feel it. And then they leave straight after. Once they get that vibe, it's really hard to get them back. And once they feel like I'm just another number, they stop spending. They do not want to feel like they're a part of the mass. They want to feel special and have that connection with you. Why being too salesy kills the spending, right? So here's the harsh truth. If you are too salesy, you look desperate. And desperation kills attraction, right? It's like, for example, a guy wants to go out with a girl and he's like constantly spamming her and begging her to go on a date with him, like literally like that shit, you know, like constantly like texting, FaceTiming, and not actually like giving her time away from the relationship and from the situation. And so she's not gonna have that breathing space, so she's gonna feel pressure. And it just makes the guy look so desperate because people, especially men, and that's how like relationships work, right? Because girls are never into the guy that has got no value, right? So that's why when the guy seems desperate, it never works out. Or like the nice guy, for example, never works out because they have no value behind them. So if they actually have like a standing ground, then it shows that they have value, they have something to protect. Let me give you an example, right? So if every message you send is, hey babe, wanna buy this, or unlock this for me, or last chance, your subscriber doesn't feel desired. He literally just feels like he's money, right? Like he's just there. And they really do feel sold to. But the big spenders, the problem is that the big spenders don't want to feel like she only talks to me because of my wallet. They want to feel like she enjoys talking to me and spending is my choice. They don't want to feel forced to spend on anything, because then once they do, they're gone. And they generally want to have that girlfriend experience with you. They actually, like I said before, like they actually want to get to know you, and they want you to get to know them. And that's extremely important. So the more pressure you apply, the less control they feel. And this is a key thing. You always, you keep the control, but you have to make them feel like they have the control. And big spenders hate feeling controlled. So instead of thinking, how do I sell more? You need to think, how do I make them want to spend, right? And the key thing that doesn't get talked about enough is connection comes before money. You always need to build rapport about the subscriber and what he likes, what he does for a job, for example. And that connection building is so important, so key and so strong. It's one of the most important things to do. And that always comes before money. So here's the formula, right? Most creators get wrong. They try to monetize before connection, but it should always be connection, comfort, trust, desire. Spending is the last. So once they have all of these, so once they have the connection, the comfort, the trust, the desire, spending is the last thing. And big spenders usually don't spend a lot on day one because they want to have that trust, they want to build that trust. They spend after feeling recognized, feeling remembered, and feeling valued, and feeling emotionally invested into the person. So that means asking questions, remembering details, gathering rapport, and following up later. So talking like a human and not a fucking bot, right? Because once they get that, they are gone. You need to ask questions. You need to actually talk like you're actually in a relationship with him. So instead of, hey babe, pay-per-view just dropped, try, how did that thing you told me about yesterday go? Because that one sentence builds more value than any pay-per-view caption. And why is this? Because now you're not content, you're a person in their life. And the more important you become that person in their life, the more they're gonna spend. You are not selling content, you are selling you. This is the biggest mindset shift that you need. People do not subscribe just for nudity, and even if that was true, right, everyone would sub to the cheapest page and everyone would only follow porn stars, right? They subscribe because they like your vibe, they like your energy, and they like how you make them feel, and they want access to you. They want that special access that not everyone can get, right? And this is why personality on social media is so important. If your Instagram and TikTok or Twitter is just thirst traps, body shots, are just trends with no personality, subscribers come in with zero emotional attachment. They don't know you, they don't care about you, and they don't invest into you. And that's why it is so important to build your personal brand on Instagram and TikTok, right, and YouTube, because they buy into your personality and not just your looks. And this is why YouTube is an underrated killer, because most of the whales come from YouTube, and you'll build that retention. Do like a 10-minute video on YouTube and they watch the whole video, their attention's there. So if you keep that retention with them, they're most likely gonna spend a fuckload of money on you. And this is why it's so important that YouTube doesn't get talked about enough as well. But then when you show your humor, your opinions, your daily life, your voice, your face, and your quirks, people sub because they're curious. And curiosity turns into conversation, and conversation turns into connection, and then connection turns into conversions and spending, right? So next step is how to actually show your personality without oversharing, right? So a lot of creators say, I don't want to share too much, right? They're shy, or they want to like tell everyone about their personal life and so on and so forth, right? So that's good, right? Because you shouldn't. Personality does not mean trauma dumping as well, right? It means talking to the camera, sharing opinions, showing humor, and being slightly relatable. So some few examples, right? So this is what I did today, or this annoyed me, or this is my routine, or like this is something I love, right? And when someone feels like I know her and they share that relatable feeling that you had, the connection's like 10 times stronger just from the jump. Just from that, the connection's 10 times because they feel like they actually know you. And they treat you differently in the DMs. They talk longer, they tip easier, and they spend more without being asked. And that is so key. So how does this actually translate into the big spenders? So let me explain how big spenders actually spend. So they don't think I'm buying content, right? They think I'm supporting her, I want attention, I want to make her happy, I want to feel close to her. And this is why, because personal messages convert way better, casual chatting leads to tips, and voice notes outperform mass text, and remembering names matters, right? And really want to get one from the jump is doing personalized voice notes. So for example, right, instead of just saying, hey babe, something like that, right? Use actual personal message. So say like, let's go from the jump. Let's say, right, he goes gym, right? You've been talking to him, he goes gym, he tells you he goes gym. You could come up with a nickname, right? Of saying like his name and even his nickname as well. Like give him a nickname. When you say their name, the connection builds 10x. Like it's actually crazy. Like the feeling that they get when you actually say their name just shows you care, and that's what they crave and that's what they love. And just send them personal messages. So for example, if he goes gym, call him a nickname, like he goes gym, so call him Muscles or Hercules, something like that, right? And they would love that, they love that. Casual chatting leads to tips, just building rapport, building rapport literally leads to spending. Because you're getting to know each other, right? You're getting to know him and he's feeling that connection. So he's like, right, I'm gonna actually tip. Or something like that, right? Personalized voice notes is so key, like it's so important. The minute they have a personalized voice note from you, it just 10x the relationship even more. And if you're stressing about like, oh, I don't know if I have time to do that with like loads of subscribers, you can do AI voice notes, but that's a video for another day. Like I said, remembering names matters. So if he told you his name a few chats ago, literally scroll up, and if you've forgotten, scroll up and just read it and just use his name. Like I just said, yeah, like he would love the fact that you actually said his name. It shows that you actually care and actually want to continue the relationship and you actually care about his feelings. It'll make him feel chosen, it'll make him feel seen, and he would love that. So when a subscriber feels emotionally close, the money feels natural, right? So it's not forced, it's not awkward, and it's not transactional, right? And I had this before where a sub has paid for someone's car. You can literally lie and just say from the jump, like, oh, my car's broken down and I've got no money in the bank. I need your help. They are going to help you. Like they are going to help you, and they will tip you. They will tip you crazy amount, and they'll pay for your broken down car. They'll pay for your broken down car, and the reason why they'll do that is because they want to feel like they've just helped you, just made your day, and it's just so key. For example, as well, you want to go out shopping, text him, I'm going out shopping today, anything you want me to buy. They tell you what they want you to buy, and they'll tip you. They'll literally pay for it, and then there you go. So yeah, money does come when it feels natural, like you're in that relationship. Let's recap, right? So if you have subscribers but no big spenders, you're probably rushing monetization, you're probably not building connection, and you're probably not showing enough personality and care. So to fix this, talk like a human, not a seller. Build comfort before selling. Make subscribers feel chosen and show personality on social media, and let spending feel like their idea. Let them spend without you mentioning anything about money. And another key thing is big spenders don't want content. They want you, they want your personality. And the moment you understand that, your income changes completely. So if this video helped you, save it, rewatch it, and actually apply and take action, because small changes in how you talk to subscribers can create massive changes in how much they actually spend. And yeah, I hope this video brought value to you. If you've got any comments, questions, feel free to put in the comments or message me on Instagram at BampsOFM. And yeah, see you guys in the next one. Bye.